Oh, this is where Predaking says to Ultra Magnus and Wheeljack, what have you done to my Predacons? He's angry. Predaking is angry with Ultra Magnus and Wheeljack because Ultra Magnus and Wheeljack killed his Predacons. Well, that's good. I don't want any more Predacons because they're evil. So they're Decepticons, so they're bad. So I don't like them. This is where Wheeljack fights Predaking. Wheeljack looks like a ninja now. He does. He does actually. Yeah. Wheeljack is a ninja actually. Ninja Wheeljack. Yeah. This is where Wheeljack kicks Predaking in his penis. Yeah. Then this is where Wheeljack tries to kill him with his sword. Oh, but he missed things. Predaking moved out of the way. Oh, Predaking just punched Wheeljack then in the back, then punched him in the chest, then just punched him on the floor. Then Ultra Magnus hits Predaking with his hammer. Then Predaking hits Ultra Magnus. Then Ultra Magnus hits Predaking with his hammer again. Then Ultra Magnus hits Predaking with his hammer again. Then Ultra Magnus hits Predaking with his hammer again. Then Ultra Magnus drags Predaking. Then Ultra Magnus tries to hit Predaking with his hammer, but then Predaking moves out of the way. Then Predaking takes Ultra Magnus's hammer off him, then throws him to a rock. Then Predaking hits Ultra Magnus with his hammer, and then here comes Wheeljack. Wheeljack's going to take the hammer off of Predaking. Then Wheeljack hits Predaking with his hammer. Yes, take that, Predaking. Die, Predaking. Come on. Then this is where Wheeljack throws his swords at Predaking. Then Predaking uses his arm to protect himself. Then this is where Ultra Magnus and Wheeljack use their big weapon, big light weapon. It's long, to defeat Predaking. And their Ultra Magnus and Wheeljack kick Predaking like a football. Wheeljack and Ultra Magnus kick Predaking like a football. Yeah, Wheeljack is kicking Predaking to Ultra Magnus. Ultra Magnus is hitting Predaking in his hammer to Wheeljack. They missed him. Come on. And this is where this is where Ultra Magnus and Wheeljack shoot a rock, and then the rock falls onto Predaking. Then Predaking comes back actually. He does actually. Comes back. I know, I thought that'd kill him, but he's too strong, I know. Great, this is where Predaking uses a rock to stop Ultra Magnus and Wheeljack from getting out. Oh, great. Oh, great, this is where Predaking treads on Ultra Magnus's hand. Oh, this is where Predaking treads on Ultra Magnus's hand. Yeah, then this is where Ultra Magnus picks up Predaking's hammer.
And here I was just beginning to tolerate you. It's been an honor serving beside you, soldier.
And then this is where Predaking rips up. And then this is where Predaking breaks Ultra Magnus's hammer. And then Optimus Prime stops Predaking from defeating Ultra Magnus and Wheeljack. And then Optimus Prime shoots lots of rocks, and then Predaking's in the rocks. We cannot see him. Oh great, Predaking's got out, and then Optimus Prime saves Ultra Magnus and Wheeljack from Predaking, and then Optimus Prime takes Ultra Magnus and Wheeljack back to where Smokescreen, Bumblebee, Bulkhead, Ratchet and Arcee are. Then Predaking tries to shoot a fire out. Then Predaking goes back to Megatron, Shockwave, Soundwave, Starscream and Knockout after. And then Ratchet tries to fix Ultra Magnus's hand. But then he can't. He's lost it. It's a shame.
Ratchet will take good care of you. Magnus fought like a wrecker. Optimus, when we spoke earlier, what could be greater than an army? A human concept. One I have learned since coming